Hey man, can we ask you some questions for an interview?
Sure, absolutely.
We can blur your face if you want us to.
I just want to ask you, what is all this ruckus about?
This is what they call a bluegrass festival. I'm not too familiar with these keys.
All right, guys, let's do this. Hey, all we need to do is stick to the questions. What was it that we said? We said Kentucky, 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 the place of our hearts.
Far from our minds, but never
apart.
That's right. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing okay, but we talked about how we were going to be more polite with each other during this interview, and you obviously didn't give a crap about that. So.
And can you tell us what your favorite restaurant in Nashville is?
It would be Tacos y Mariscos, Lindo, Mexico.
Thank you. Pardon me, fellers, I hate to interrupt a good thing, but me and Cory are doing extensive research for bluegrass music. What's your name? What are you playing?
I play the guitar. My name's David Greer.
David Greer. And what kind of guitar are you playing this weekend, David?
I'm playing a pre-war guitar company guitar. I brought a Telecaster that's got a Dave Evans pull string deal on it, so I'll be playing both those with Peter Rowan tomorrow.
You care to tell us what kind of mandolin you're playing tonight, sir?
I play the same mandolin I've been playing since I bought it in 1972. It's a copy of an F5 made by a fellow named Chris Warner.
That's awesome. Mr. Vaughn, you care to tell us about this guitar that you're holding?
This guitar, I'm not going to play this one tonight. Hopefully, if I break a string on my regular Telecaster, I'll play this one. Dr. Fisher made this, Frank Fisher.
Gentlemen, thank y'all so much for your time, and y'all have a good romp, okay?
Have a good romp, yeah.
How's it going? Would you mind if we ask you a few questions? I'm Harry, this is Cory. We play in East Nash Grass, and this is Marcel back here with the camera. We just want to ask you a quick question.
What are some of your favorite bands in bluegrass right now?
The infamous String Dusters, Green Sky, Yonder Mountain, yeah.
We heard it here, folks. Can we sit here and interview you real quick for just a split second about romp?
About romp. Cool. We're only going to talk about romp, tonight's presidential debate, just a couple things.
All right, Cory, ask him about bluegrass music.
I don't want to ask him about bluegrass music.
Ask him about jazz.
Okay, so the
legalization of marijuana,
yes,
and legalization of liquor on the road.
Now that's very interesting. So drinking while driving, is that what you're saying, or what? We are with an organization called Musicians for Legalizing Safe Driving, and it's unfortunate that you brought that up.
Yeah. But you should have started with that, man.
I always forget. I get things in my mind, and I just go, ay.
Why are you all here at a typical bluegrass concert?
Just trying to promote safe driving, sir.
Hey, I'm Jim. I'm Jim. I've got an announcement to make.
We are going to be doing another record together.
Another record.
Oh. Okay, but
seriously, guys.
Hey, Jim, I just want to ask you a question. Hey, let's cut to the chase.
Sure. Can we get down to the nitty-gritty with you?
Of course, yes.
Where did you get that shirt?
This shirt was made by a lady in England. Her name's Janet Aspley. She's got a company called Dandy and Rose, and I use a lot of her shirts.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's a nice one, too.
Well, this is, how do you say it? Aspara?
Hey, y'all were great today.
Shoot, I don't know about that.
I mean, every time see you guys. Hey, let's keep the cameras. No, you want the nitty gritty and the truth about things. You guys are fantastic.
Mr. Harry. Wow.
That is Mr. Harry.
When you get out there in that crowd and people are going crazy, what are you thinking to yourself?
I'm thinking, how do they play that fast?
Would you rather be at a festival that's 120 degrees and humid, or would you rather be in a festival where you're freezing cold?
I'd rather be hot.
I'd rather be hot.
Okay, so you guys have a lot in common. What else do you guys have in common as a couple?
We love this band,
Grass.
East Nash Grass.
How did y'all meet?
The short version is I bought a patio set from her.
I love to hear things like this, Harry.
I know.
And it happens right here at Romp, folks.
I'm so impressed that you're friends with Marcel.
Yes, Marcel's the best.
We love you guys.
Okay. See ya.
What are you guys doing this? You got a YouTube channel or something?
Our friend Marcel does.
Yeah, Marcel. Lessons with Marcel. When you're out here and this blazing hot sun, what is going through your head?
It's a blazing hot sun.
Okay.
Can we go talk to the dog?
Yeah.
Pardon me, ma'am. Can we ask your dog a few questions? Can you say your name? Okay. And how many romps have you been to? All right, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, so what model is this? I've been seeing some of these around town.
I don't remember the exact model.
Have you been to Winfield then?
Yeah, a few times.
How many times?
8.
That's a lot.
That is so many times. Now, do you bike around there, or?
I don't think I've ever made it with the bike there.
Would you care if Cory rode it a lap real quick? We're anxiously waiting Cory getting on this bike to see what kind of stuff he gets into on it. Keep riding it.
Oh, wow. It was tough, but we got through it. It's all about just playing as hard as you can and making sure that you get the win, so.
Owensboro, Kentucky boasts the famous claim to good old mutton barbecue.
I love mutton.
Hey, how are y'all doing? Can you tell us a little bit about this world famous mutton barbecue?
Brock's gonna eat it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, folks.
He says it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Okay. Are you from Owensboro? Are you guys from Owensboro?
No, we live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Awesome. Okay. I was just there last weekend.
What were you doing in Nashville last weekend?
Both my sons were playing baseball.
That's awesome.
Hey, now let's talk to this gentleman with the sweet treat.
Can you tell us a little bit more about baseball? Can you tell us how you play it for the folks back home who may have never heard of it?
Batter up, pitcher throws the pitch, gotta protect, get a hit, get on base.
My man, you heard it here first, folks.
Go Lakers.
Are you here just for romp?
Yes, and to see my family.
Nice. How many of these have you been to as far as romps go?
Oh, at least 14 or 15.
Wow. Is there a year that stands out above all the rest to you?
Probably the year I wasn't here for Billy Springs.
Oh, man.
I love Billy Springs.
Yeah, strings.
Oh. All right, folks, we're here with Rob McCurry, and he's getting ready to play later with the Traveling McCurrys tonight. And I just want to ask you, what banjo are you playing tonight?
This is Osborne Chief that I acquired
Yeah.
from Sonny's son, actually, a few years ago.
Really?
Could you recommend 2 banjo albums to listen to for anyone out there that might want your recommendation on 2 killer banjo albums?
Foggy Mountain Banjo by Earl Scruggs. Gotta have that one.
I personally would recommend 5-String Flamethrower by Rob McCurry. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Can I ask you a few questions?
No.
How long have you known me?
30 years.
What do you think my best asset is other than my looks?
All right, folks, the star of the evening. We're going to talk to Jason Carter over here. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm doing great. How's it going, fellas?
Let me check. Pretty good.
Let me check. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, when you're sawing on those strings and that white fiberglass is just shooting everywhere, what are you thinking when you're doing that?
Man, I'm thinking I wish I could play like Matty Denton.
You know, when your name comes up, people always think mean, angry, violent man.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
What is that all about, Jason?
I don't know.
Jason Carter drove a golf ball 297 yards the other day. Tell us how that happened.
It would come through a golf lesson from you.
Oh, tell us more about that.
Well, the time that you came out golfing with myself and Brian Sutton and
who won?
Matty won.
From the men's tee.
From the men's tee.
You know.
And how did that make you and guitar legend Brian Sutton feel?
Great. It really gave us a goal to
Were you emasculated at all, or is that just a trendy word that people want to talk about right now?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means, Cory.
Thank you, Jason, for doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll send you the check.
I need a hat.
Do we have any hats left?
Well, Mickey Abraham. But I wanted to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that sweet Puma hat?
I actually got this in Montreal.
I love it. I love to hear things like that here at Romp.
Right.
I love to hear it.
Where did you get that hat?
This hat. Well, I want to say it in a nice way.
Tell him about the snake, man. Tell him about the snake.
I'm not going to bring up the snake.
Tell him about the snake.
No, I'm not bringing up the snake. I was just going to say that, and it was just displayed here, Harry's a bit of an egomaniac, you might say, and he wanted me to wear a hat. I had it made.
Hey, what can I say? It's my worst trait.
You know, that I believe that. That makes so much sense why you're wearing a hat with Harry's name on it. You made him do it.
Mm-hmm. It's messed up, but we're in a band, so sometimes, you know, emotions are running thin, but you have to say, as Harry and I do, milk, milk, milk. Let's talk about the day. And you say it 3 times on the phone when it's late at night. And then, you know, I usually have like 3 Oreo cookies and some milk, and he does, I don't know what you do.
Well, I put lipstick on and kiss an envelope addressed to Cory, and I take a picture and I send it to his dad, just so his dad knows there's someone back home that cares about his boy.
Yes, that's right. And then after that, we can kind of clear the air a little bit. We can talk about maybe big arguments that we've had on the road, like when he pushed me down on stage.
Who would actually win in a fight between you and Harry?
Well, he did that time.
Let me ask you a question, guys. What are your thoughts on the Lessons with Marcel YouTube channel?
He's very attractive, yes.
He's handsome for a man.
I think that it's great that he gets all the players like Stream Dumpsters, Grabby Lou,
Spinny Lou,
King Wilkie,
Crab.
Totally.
East Nash Grass, Mountain Grass, Shadow Grass.
I've heard of those guys.
But yeah, I think it's a wonderful channel, and everybody should subscribe. Right now. Is that good? Have we done good?